Hi, this is Fern G. Carr. Welcome to part 2 of my National Poetry Month reading, The Joy of Poetry. For this, plus free writing resources and tips to help and entertain you, please be sure to click subscribe.
Thank you. I feel that there's nothing quite so pure as the unbridled animal spirit. And even though this poem takes place at an animal shelter, it captures the joy of feline freedom. And I call it Escape. Piped in elevator music, barely audible, wafts through a darkened room full of cages where luminous green orbs reflect the scant light. Even the dogs have refrained from yelping. They whimper in their sleep while their feet twitch as they chase imaginary rabbits. Motionless but for her tail swishing back and forth, she continues to stare with a look calculated to project laser beams that zap and vaporize metal bars. Their dematerialization, liberation, recapturing the essence of all that is feline as she slinks into the obscurity of the night. Okay, my next poem is a pantoum. Has anyone heard of a pantoum? Are you familiar? Ooh, good. Okay, it's a Malay verse form, and whereby the second and fourth lines of each stanza have to be repeated as the first and third lines of each subsequent stanza. So then the pattern repeats itself. It's kind of a difficult type of poetry form. It's very rhythmic though, and it does lend itself to a musical theme. So I've actually done a poetry mini tutorial about pantoums that features this poem on my YouTube channel, and it's called On Little Hooked Feet. Quavers trip across the score on little hooked feet, scurrying across staves with mathematical precision, mindful of dynamics, accidentals, and beat. Eighths become sixteenths in rhythmic division. Scurrying across staves with mathematical precision, melodies are phrased and then they repeat. Eighths become sixteenths in rhythmic division, transforming arrangements into a lyrical suite. Melodies are phrased and then they repeat as composer madly scribbles revision upon revision, transforming arrangements into a lyrical suite with melodic mastery and musical vision. As composer madly scribbles revision upon revision, mindful of dynamics, accidentals, and beat, with melodic mastery and musical vision, quavers trip across the score on little hooked feet. Okay, this next one, cool jazz. So as a musician, pianist, and chorister, I always find joy in music. And I wrote this poem on a music staff, actually. Again, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but I'll give it a shot here. So it looks like that. And my husband and I, again, we were going for a walk, and we came across these musicians at an outdoor jazz concert. And these musicians took joy to just a whole new level. So here's cool jazz. A curl of thin blue smoke snakes around a half-empty glass of stale scotch. And as the ice cubes melt, the lazy swishing of a brush caresses percussion cymbals. The mellow plucking of thick strings on the double bass in counterpoint with the twang of an electric guitar and the pained expression on the pianist's face. While sultry saxophone romances the house, confident fingers fly across the keyboard, pianist eyes close, sways back and forth, entranced by the rhythm he creates, shoulders heaving as he makes love to the piano. It's jazz and it's cool, baby. Uh-huh. Okay, I don't suppose anybody here knows Mr. Walnick. Mr. Walnick was my grade 7 science teacher, and I reluctantly admit that grade 7 was a very, very long time ago. Anyway, he asked the class about the color red. And so students started to name red objects. And you know, I realized all these years later how difficult it really is to articulate the essence of a color. And then I thought, gee, I wonder how a blind person who's never seen color would describe it, would perceive it. So I like to think that I captured the joy of red in this poem. I which is entitled, A Blind Man Describes Red. Teach me red, said the blind man. Describe red to me. Certainly, red is a cherry, a stop sign, ketchup. No, said the blind man, that is not the essence of red. I will describe red to you. Red is palpable. It is the flush of passion in a lover's breast, the convulsive fury of a charging bull, the bite of jalapeno on the tongue. Red is the fiery radiance of tropical summers, and red is the cosmic life force pumping through us all. That is red. That is the red you do not see. But I do, said the blind man.
Hey everyone, thanks very much for watching. For more free writing resources to help and entertain you, please be sure to click subscribe. My poetry book, Shards of Crystal, is available worldwide at retail bookstores and libraries through Ingram Spark iPage distribution and also from Amazon and Silver Bow Publishing.